One. It's the Allegedly Podcast, and we are here after another crazy week of fantasy football in the Myrtle-Cherry Fantasy Football League. And we're still joined with our guest host, Los Brooks, in the building.
Thank y'all for having me, man. Glad to be here.
we glad to have you. And this is the Week 3 Myrtle-Cherry Fantasy Football Recap. Fellas, we did have a wild week in the Myrtle-Cherry Fantasy Football League. So let's talk about that with our fans real quick. Let them know what's been going on in the Myrtle-Cherry. So in the first game that we had of the week, we're going to preview is Get a T.O. Baby versus 307 by Smitty Shop. Los, what you seen in this one, man?
This was an anticipated game for me because I knew somebody had to win. And y'all both was 0-3 at the time. And I know both y'all wanted to win bad. So in this game, I just noticed that some of Ink Spot players, 307 by Smitty Shot, really performed well. Mike Williams, 21 points over his projections. I mean, that's pretty good. And Zeke actually had a good game too. And the defense was clutch for him, 21 points, man. So he outlasted you like that. And I wish both of y'all would have lost, but that's just a competitor in me. But it don't go like that.
It's a tough one,
Congratulations to Ink Spot.
And there was some bad coaching involved too, man. Kareem Hunt on the bench, 27 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, Get a T.O. Baby fired their offensive coordinator after that game, just so everybody know. The next game we have on, what you got?
Yeah, we got a new offensive coordinator next week, so we get to see what's up.
Get to see what happened, man. We had to get him up out of there. Next game we got on tap was Cardinal Lumber versus Stanley Cup. What you saw in that one, Ink Spot?
When I looked at that one, man, that was a good one. It was a good one. Cardinal Lumber, they had just had a trade that week, and I seen Barkley outscored Taylor 21-8. But it didn't even matter because Stanley Cup, man, they powerful, man. They got hitters coming from everywhere. They hitting you from everywhere up under your feet. And Cooper Kupp, man, you really got to watch that dude, man. He's very, very explosive. And I like to say he led the charge for Stanley Cup, besides a whole lot of other hitters. But Cooper Kupp, yeah, you got to watch out for that guy. He is the #1 receiver in the league, by the way.
A 70-point double up in the lineup, man. A 70-point double up. That's, boy, that's tough to do. That's tough to deal with. That's tough to deal with. It's hard to overcome. Next game on tap was Team No Ceilings versus Eddie Was Better. Team No Ceilings, a brand new competitor in the Myrtle-Cherry Fantasy Football League. He knocks off the reigning champ, man. And moves into third place after that win. When we look at Team No Ceilings, I think what made the difference in this one was Najee Harris, man. Real big game, 19 targets, 14 catches. That's some type of production, man, that you just if you got it,
you can only dream for it.
Exactly, man. So that was a big game for Team No Ceilings. This is a statement win for a new ball club trying to establish themselves in a league where a lot of folks don't survive, man. So Team No Ceilings, shout out. You beat the champ, but now you got to move on to the next week and try to find another win. So especially when DeAndre Hopkins didn't show up, to have somebody to step up like that. Kirk Cousins had a big game too, but I got to say player of the game would go to Najee Harris in this one. Next game on tap, the Real 5-7 versus Walking on Air. Ink Spot, talk to us.
This was a good one, man. This was a good one. Of course, the Real 5-7, he had A-Rod and Devontae going. That's what he leaned on from week to week, and that's not, a bad staple to lean on because they really produced this week. But I like to say the difference maker in this one was Alexander Madison, because
tell us about that.
Yeah, he picked up Alexander Madison earlier in the week, and the team he was playing against had Dalvin Cook. So for the team he was playing against to not get that production and him to get Alexander Madison and playing, and get that production, I like to say that was the difference in that game. Shout out to Coach Butler for that move too.
That was a very good move. Very, very good move. In the last game we're going to discuss it was the game of the week between 438 Special and the Coke Boys. Los, talk to us about this one, man.
Oh yeah, this was the game of the week last week. We had 2 heated coaches interviews from this game. A lot of back and forth, both confident. And 438 Special came out on top. The Coke Boys he had a few duds in his lineup to
From some big players.
Yeah,
from
to
some
overcome.
big players.
Some big names, but they ain't do much. 438. I gotta say DJ Moore on that Thursday night started it off with a bang. And we said that, man, you start off Thursday night good, man. You get your confidence just up. So that 21 from DJ Moore, he looked good. He started him off well, and he continued from there. And he got the win.
So 438 Special wins the game of the week, moves into second place. And if I think the top 3 teams in the league, Stanley Cup, 438 Special, Team No Ceilings. So, good start to the season for those 3 teams. Everybody else looking up at them. Let's preview the game of the week for week 4. The game of the week for week 4 is going to be Get a T.O. Baby versus Walk on Ave. Fellas, what y'all got to say about this one, man? What y'all think about this one?
I think it'll be a good one. Man. Get a T.O. Baby. I like to say, he's kind of scrambling right now. He's trying to put the pieces together, but he's well-known coach. I don't think he's packing it in. I think his back is to the wall, clearly. So he gotta come out fighting. And Coach Grogan, he dropped last week, so we looking for him to, try to respond back as he always do in a positive way. So I figure this be nothing but high scoring, man. And if you don't score high, it probably put you up. You gotta have your guns blazing in this one.
Los, what you think about that one, man? What's your outlook on that one? What you think might happen with who you looking for in that game?
I'm looking for it to be a good game, man. Coach Grogan got some players that can strike. I mean, we like Justin Herbert. We love Tyler Lockett, but I like what Get a T.O. Baby got going on right now too. I'm looking at his lineup and he got his players in. I mean, all you can do is put your players in and hope they perform well. That's what you got to do. You got to put your talent in the game, man, and then let them do what they do.
They tell you not to leave the money on the bench, right?
Yeah, don't leave it on the bench, man. You drafted them, you got to play them. I'm gonna like that matchup. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. So
I think week 4 is gonna be another high scoring week in fantasy football. I think we'll get somebody might touch 200 this week. I think it's gonna be a good one, man. So we just anticipate Thursday starting it off and getting to Sunday and really getting it going. So another tough week in fantasy football in the Myrtle-Cherry. You gotta pack your lunch and figure it out, make it happen. Everyone stick around for episode 7, part 2. Stud Dud, my new bud. Get your lineup perks in. See what we think about who's gonna show up, who's not gonna show up, and who's gonna pop up on the scene for the first time. So you'll get those jewels in the next part of this episode. So we'll see y'all in just a second. Be right back.